Problem solving on Newton's laws of motion, class 11 board, for board ISC and CBSE board, and also for West Bengal board. Okay. Next, problem number 1. First one is problem number 1. 3 identical blocks. Number 1. 3 identical blocks, each of mass 0.6 kg. Problem number 1. 3 identical blocks, each of mass 0.6 kg, are connected by a light string. Shown in the figure. Connected by a light string shown in the figure, and placed on a smooth horizontal surface. The acceleration of the blocks are 4 meter per second square. The acceleration of the blocks 4 meter per second square. Question number 1. What is the force? And number 2. What is the tension between A and B block, that is TAB, and between B and C block, between TBC? What is the tension of the string between A and B block? What is the tension of the string between B and C block? Masses are 0.6 kg. Okay. So that the acceleration, frictionless surface, total force by total mass of the system, that is mass of A, mass of B, mass of C. That is acceleration is 4 meter per second square, F by 0.6 into 3. তাহলে F পেয়ে গেলাম আমরা। তাহলে F কত হয়ে গেল? 7.2 নিউটন। आंसर इज गिवन। क्वेश्चन पार्टिसिपेट। তাহলে acceleration, this is a frictionless surface, acceleration equal to total force by total mass of the system, mass of A, mass of B, mass of C, ক্লাসে বলেছিলাম। তাহলে force equal to 7.2 নিউটন। Next, what is the tension between A and B block? What is the tension between A and B block? For A block, that applied force is F. The resistive force is the tension between the reaction force between A and B block, that is that TAB. It is moving forward with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square. Then F minus TAB, that is equal to MA into acceleration 4. So F is 7.2, so we can find TAB. And what is TBC? For C block, applied force is the tension between B and C block. There is no resistive force because it is a frictionless surface. So TBC, that is equal to MC into acceleration, that is TBC equal to MC কত আছে? 0.6 most probably, into acceleration is 4. TAB calculate করে পেয়ে যাবে। TAB হচ্ছে 4.8। Acceleration equal to, this is a frictionless surface, acceleration equal to total force by total mass. Acceleration is given, total mass of the system is given, that is 7.2, force becomes this one. For first block, for first block. Applied force is F. Resistive force is the reaction force of the T tension between A and B block. F minus TAB, that is equal to M into A. So you can find the value of TAB. Because the B block is moving due to the action force of TAB and the reaction force of TBC will resist the motion of the B block. না আমার তো দরকার নেই, এখান থেকে বেরিয়ে যাবে। For C block, action force is TBC, but there is no resistive force, which is because it is a frictionless surface. Acceleration is this one, so TBC equal to MC into A. This is problem number 1. Next, problem number 2. A uniform rope of length capital L. Problem number 2. A uniform rope of length capital L and mass small m is pulled by a constant force capital F. Constant force capital F. Find the tension in the rope. At a distance of x from the end. Find the tension in the rope at a distance of x from the end where the force is applied. Find the tension in the rope at a distance of x from the end where the tension is applied. Suppose this is a rope. Drawing book baje kori ami. The length of the rope is given how much? Capital L. This is the length of the rope. Mass of the rope is given small m. Force is applied at the extreme end, A end say. What is the tension at position C, which is situated at a distance of x from the A point? Okay. We can find the linear density. What is the linear density? That is the mass per unit length. What is the mass per unit length? M by L. This is the linear density lambda. Kg per meter. This is the linear density, mass per unit length. Take up. Let the tension at the BC portion is TBC. The BC portion is moving due to the tension of TBC, action force of TBC, but there is no resistive force, na? So mass of this BC portion, that is equal to mass per unit length, that is the lambda, into length of the BC portion, that is L minus x now, that is M by L into L minus x. Mass of the BC portion, mass per unit length, that is the linear density, into length of the BC portion, L minus x. What is the acceleration? Acceleration equal to total force by mass of the rope. So what is the tension at BC portion? একটু আগে দেখলি ব্লকিং এ আমরা যখন করছিলাম টেনশন এট BC portion, that is equal to applied force is TBC, but there is no resistive force because it is a frictionless surface, that is equal to mass of the BC portion into acceleration. What is the mass of the BC portion? M by L into L minus x. And what is the acceleration? F by m. তো কেটে গেল, তাহলে F by L, L minus x. This is the tension at BC portion. বা এটাকে আরেকটু স্পিড করে লিখে দিতে পারিস 1 minus x by L. তাহলে this is a rope of mass m, total length is L, F force is applied at the extreme end, but we have to find the tension at a distance of x from the extreme end where the force is applied. No? So linear density is m by L. So tension at BC portion we have to find. Mass of the BC portion is equal to linear density, that is the mass per unit length, into length of the BC portion, that is L minus x. So the tension at BC portion, that is equal to applied force of TBC. There is no resistive force in this direction because it is a frictionless surface. So TBC equal to m of BC into acceleration. Acceleration is this one. Okay. Next, problem number 3. In the figure shown, a block of mass 4 kg. Figure shown, a block of mass 4 kg. A block of mass 4 kg. Calculate what should be the minimum magnitude of the force. What should be the minimum magnitude of the force? What should be the minimum magnitude of the force in order that the block is lifted off the floor? In order that the block is lifted off the floor. Okay. Tell that it is a vector quantity, so it is divided into two parts. This is f cos of 30, which is responsible for the motion, and in vertically upward this is f sin of 30, which is responsible for lifting of the block. Downward force is the weight of the block. Downward force is the weight of the block, right? So what is the minimum force required to lifting of the block? Tale F minimum into sin of 30, that must be greater than or equal to mg. F sin of 30 must be greater than or equal to mg because mg is a downward force. F sin of 30 is the upward force. To lifting of the block, F sin of 30 must be greater than or equal to mg. And what is the minimum force? Minimum force means এটা ইকুয়াল করে দেবো, তাহলে এফ মিনিমাম ফাইন করতে পারবো mg বাই সাইন অফ 30. m কত আছে? দ্যাট ইজ 4 kg ইন্টু জি কিছু বলুন 9.8 and sin 30 is half electron newton. $78.4 newton answer. তাহলে f sin of 30, that is sin of theta, is responsible for lifting of the block. When the block is lifting, if f sin of 30 greater than equal to mg, তাহলে what is the minimum force necessary? That is equal to mg. Is the minimum force necessary? Next, problem number 4. An elevator is going upward with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square. An elevator is going upward with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square. Calculate the tension in the string of a simple pendulum. Calculate the tension in the string of a simple pendulum which is attached in the elevator. Calculate the tension of the string in the simple pendulum which is attached which is attached in the elevator. If the mass of the bob 0.2 kg, if the mass of the bob 0.2 kg, take G equal to 10. Take G equal to 10. When the lift is moving upward with an acceleration of A, what is the reaction force? M into G plus A when it is moving upward. So that is the tension of the string which is directed towards the fixed point. So tension of the string which is hanged from the ceiling of the elevator, G plus A, mass of the bob is 0.2, G is 10, acceleration is 4 Newton. That is 2.8 Newton. The tension equal to reaction force is M into G plus H, that is equivalent to the tension. If it is hanged vertically from the ceiling of the lift, then M into G plus H, mass of the bob is given 0.2, G is 10, is 4, that is 2.8 Newton. Next, number 5, problem number 5. Calculate the minimum acceleration with which a man can slide down a rope. A man can slide down a rope whose breaking strength means maximum weight, maximum force that can be supported by the string, whose breaking strength 2/3 of his weight, 2/3 of weight. Repeat question. Calculate the minimum acceleration with which a man can slide down a rope whose breaking strength 2/3 of his weight. What is the breaking strength? That is the maximum tension that can support by this string, by this rope. It is moving downward now. The rope is moving downward. Mass of the rope is say M, so weight is directed downward. This is the tension which is supported by the man. If it is moving downward with an acceleration of A, then we can write mg downward force minus T, that is equal to ma. But the acceleration is not given, that means it is moving downward with a constant speed, v constant, that is the acceleration is 0. So mg, that is equal to T. The braking strength is given, this braking strength equal to 2/3 of the weight. mg equal to 2/3 of what we have to find? Oh, acceleration. So we have to find acceleration, not constant speed. Extremely sorry. Then it is moving downward with an acceleration. Then downward force is mg, upward force is T. Then mg minus T equal to ma. The braking strength is given, that is the tension must be 2/3 of the weight. 2/3 of the weight. तो এখানে বসিয়ে দে mg minus 2/3 of the weight, that is equal to ma, or mg by 3, that is equal to ma, or a equal to g. This is the minimum acceleration required for to moving downward the rope. The downward force is mg, upward force is T. It is moving downward, so which one is greater? Mg must be greater than T, that is mg minus T, that is equal to ma, and this tension must be equal to the 2/3 of the weight. otherwise it will break. So T equal to 2/3 of the weight, then we can find the acceleration. Next one, in the following figure, number 6, in the following figure, a constant force F equal to 40 Newton, a constant force F equal to 40 Newton F equal to 40 Newton. 40 Newton is applied on the block of M1. Is applied on the block M1. Calculate the acceleration. Question number 1. Calculate the acceleration of the system if M1 equal to M2 equal to 8 kg. This is the calculate the acceleration of the system. Question number 2. What should be the value of F? Question number 2. In the previous question, what should be the value of F? The block M1 remains stationary on the table. Question number 2. What should be the value of F so that the block remains stationary on the table? What should be the value of F so that the block remains stationary on the table? Question number 3, same diagram. What should be the value of F? What should be the value of F so that value of F so that the M1 block moves towards the left. M1 block moves towards the left with an acceleration of 2.5 meter per second square. M1 block moves towards the left with an acceleration of 2.5 meter per second square. Towards the left with an acceleration of 2.5 meter per second square. Okay. So the first one then. In which direction the system will moving? First question. Okay. আমরা কোন ডিরেকশনে যাবে দেখ M2 block this is 8 kg and this one is also 8 kg. So downward force this is M2 into G, that is 80 Newton na? So this is 40 Newton, this is 80 Newton. The system is moving downward with an acceleration of 8 and this is moving horizontally with an acceleration of 8. Tension on the both sides of the pulley, fixed pulley are equal and directed towards the pulley surface for frictionless and massless pulley. পড়ানোর সময় বলেছিলাম ক্লাসে। Okay. তাহলে for M2 block it is moving downward. Downward force is M2G. Upward force is T. It is moving downward. That is M2G minus T. That is equal to M2A. Equation 1. For M1 block, it is moving horizontally with an acceleration of 8. The resistive force is F. That is T minus resistive force is F. That is equal to M1 into F. By solving equation 1 and 2, তাহলে M2G কত আসছে এখানে 80 minus F is 40. That is equal to M1 plus M2 into A. M1 plus M2, that is 16. That is 2.5 meter per second square. This is the acceleration. First answer. তাহলে for example that this is 80 Newton, this is 40 Newton. So the system will moving downward and this is moving horizontally, right side. For M2 block, downward force M2G, upward force T, it is moving downward, that is M2G minus T equal to M2A. It is moving horizontally due to the tension T, resistive force is F, so T minus F equal to M1A. তাহলে অ্যাক্সেলারেশন পেয়ে গেলাম এখানে ফার্স্ট কোশ্চেন। ওকে, নাম্বার 2 কি বলেছে? What should be the value of A so that the block M1 remains stationary on the table? Easily করতেই পারবে। The block is moving downward due to the force of 80 Newton. So if the value of F is 80 Newton, then the system is in equilibrium condition na? তাহলে কি রাখ, downward force is 80 Newton, which is responsible for downward motion. If the horizontal force is 80 Newton, then the system remain stationary. That means remain in equilibrium condition. Next, question number 3. What is the value of A? So the M1 block is moving towards the left with an acceleration of 2.5 meter per second square. Number 3. Let the value of F, value of F আমি F1 consider করছি, টেনশন তো এদিকে কাজ করছে, এটা এদিকে কাজ করছে। The acceleration is 2.5 meter per second square. This is also moving upward 2.5 meter per second square. Right? Then which one is greater? T must be greater than M2G. So for the M2 block, so T minus M2G, that is equal to M2 into A, or T minus M2G is 80 equal to 8 into A. A is given, that is 2.5. এখান থেকে T find করে দিতে পারবো। আর for M1 block, applied force is F1, resistive force is T equal to M1, that is 8 into 2.5. Put the value of T, then we can find F1. Answer is 120 Newton. It is moving upward, so T minus M2G equal to M2A. This is moving horizontally, that is applied force is F1, resistive force is T, that is M1 into 2.5. Put the value of T, then we can find F1. Next, number 7. Inside a stationary lift, the time period of a simple pendulum, inside a stationary lift, the time period of a simple pendulum is 4 seconds. Inside a stationary lift, the time period of a simple pendulum is 4 seconds. Then what will be the time period of the pendulum? If it is moving upward with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square, moving upward with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square, and if it is moving downward with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square. When it is moving upward with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square. Number 2, it is moving downward with an acceleration of 4 meter per second square. So the time period is given, that is time period equal to twice pi root over of L by G. That is in SHM or simple harmonic motion or oscillation, part of oscillation. কিন্তু তোরা আমি ডাইমেনশনে করেছিলাম, তোরা ইকুয়েশনটার সামনে নোন অ্যান্ড প্র্যাকটিক্যালসে তোরা করেছিস আমার কাছে, যারা যারা প্র্যাকটিক্যাল করতে এসেছিস তারা করেছিস। তাহলে দিস ইজ 4, সেকেন্ড ইজ গিভেন। When the pendulum is moving upward, the time period is twice pi root over of L by effective acceleration or resultant acceleration. What is the resultant acceleration or effective acceleration when it is moving upward? G plus A. Linked motion দেখেছিস? What is the effective acceleration and resultant acceleration when it is moving upward? G plus A. That is এটা কত হবে যখন twice by root over of L by G plus 4. Number 2, 1 divided by 2, so 4 by T1, that is equal to এটা কত হবে 14 by G, that is 10. Solving করি বেরিয়ে যাবে T1 এর आंसर বেরোবে 3.33 সেকেন্ড 37. When it is moving upward, time period equal to twice by root over of L by effective acceleration. What is the effective acceleration? When it is moving upward, acceleration equal to G plus A. Put the value of G, that is 10, A is 4, dividing equation 1 and 2. তো এখানে বললে ক্যালকুলেট করলে বুঝতে পারবে। This is question number 1. Okay. When it is moving downward with an acceleration of m, that is question number 2. First condition remains same, na? Normal time period. When it is moving downward with an acceleration of m, the effective time period twice by root over of L by effective time acceleration. What is the effective acceleration? L by G minus of A. So 1 divided by 2, so 4 by T2 equal to G minus of A by G. A is 4 meter per second square, G is 10 for answer is 5.19 second answer. Increase the code count is the answer. Next, a person of mass 60 kg, number 8, clear? A person of mass 60 kg jumps from a height of 5 meter. A person of mass 60 kg jumps from a height of 5 meter into the ground. Jumps from a height of 5 meter into the ground. Meter into the ground. He does not bend his knee on touching the ground. He does not bend his knee on touching the ground and comes to rest in 1 by 10 second. Comes to rest in 1 by 10 second. if he bends his knee, if he bends his knee, then he takes 1 second, to come to rest. Takes 1 second to come to rest. Find the force exerted by the ground on him. Find the force exerted by the ground on him in the two cases. Find the force exerted by the ground on him in the two cases. Okay. The mass of the mine is given, that is 60 kg. He jumped from a height of 5 meters. So final velocity before hitting the ground would have 2gh, that is 2 into g into height, that is 10 meter per second. So motion in 1 vertical motion in this. So the change of momentum during the hitting the ground, m into v minus of u, right? So that must be equal to m into 10, because the final velocity different side, final velocity must be 0. This is the initial velocity before hitting the ground. After hitting the ground, the final velocity must be 0, na? Okay. So mass is given, that is 60 kg into 10, that is equal to force into time, which is the impulse. তাহলে ফার্স্ট কেসের ফোর্স কত হয়ে যাবে 60 into 10 by time is 1 by 10 second without bending his knee, that is কত আসছে 6000 Newton. In the second condition, force is 60 into 10 by 1 second, that is 600 Newton. With bending his knee 600 Newton, without bending his knee 6000 Newton. Okay. Next, number 9. This is without bending his knee, and this is with bending his knee. We can find the final velocity, then we can find the change in momentum, that is the impulse, that is force into time. In first condition, time is 1 by 10 second without bending his knee. With bending his knee, it is 1 second. We can find the force. Next, two bodies of equal masses are at rest. Two bodies of equal masses are at rest. Comma side by side. মানে পাশাপাশি আছে. A constant force F is applied, capital F. A constant force capital F is applied. A constant force capital F is applied on the first body. A constant force capital F is applied on the first body, while at the same time an impulsive force producing an impulse I is applied in the same direction. An impulsive force producing an impulse I is applied in the same direction on the second body. applied in the same direction on the second body. Determine the time taken by them. Determine the time taken by them. Determine the time taken by them in terms of f and I. In terms of f and I to be side by side again. আবার পাশাপাশি কত সময় পর আসবে। Determine the time taken by them in terms of f and I to be side by side again. To be side by side again. Repeat করছি। Two bodies of equal masses are at rest and side by side. A constant force F is applied on the first body, while at the same time an impulsive force producing an impulse I in the same direction on the second body. The same direction of the second body. Determine the time by them in terms of f and I to be the side by side again. To be the side by side again. Let the required time is t. For the first body, force is applied. So what is the acceleration? M by m. Mass is not given. So the distance traveled by the first body, say s1, ut plus half a t square u 0. That is half a is m by m into t square. This is for the first body. Okay, this is for the first body. For the second body, an impulse is applied. Impulse equal to force into time, that is the change of momentum. Initial velocity is 0, so velocity becomes I by m. Okay, mass identical body, that is the mass remains same. So the distance traveled by the second body is 2 equal to v into time. V is I by m into time. According to the question, here s1 is equal to s2 now. Then I t by m, that is equal to half m by m into t square fm. কেটে গেল, একটা t কাটলো, তাহলে টাইম ইকুয়াল টু কত হয়ে যাবে? 2i by f. This is the time. তাহলে first condition acceleration equal to f by m. Then we can find the distance. Let after t time of interval, the two bodies are situated at side by side. So distance traveled by the first body is this one. In the second body, the impulse is applied. Initial velocity is 0. So I equal to f into t, that is the change of momentum. We can find the velocity. So distance traveled by the second body at t time of interval equal to v into t. Put the value of v. These two distances are equal because they are situated in the side by side. So we can find the value of t. ভালো কোশ্চেন এটা। Next topic. Number 10. A man of 70 kg is sitting in the motor car. A man 70 kg is sitting in the motor car, and the car is moving with an acceleration of, and the car is moving with an acceleration of 5 meters per second square. Car is moving with an acceleration of 5 meters per second square. What is the gravitational force acting on the man? What is the gravitational force? This is question number 1. What is the gravitational force acting on the man? And question number 2. What is the apparent weight acting on the man? What is the apparent weight acting on the man? The acceleration due to gravity is directed downward. The cord is moving horizontally A. This is minus A relative due to pseudo force না পেছন দিকে যে ফোর্স কাজ করছে বলেইছিলাম আগে যখন বোর্ড পড়েছিলাম the acceleration is also given, that is 5 meter per second square. This is 10 meter per second square. So we can find the resultant acceleration. Angle between two vector 90 degree. So root over of a square plus g square hundred plus 100. দেখি কত আসছে মানে 25 into 5, that is 5 root 5 meter per second square না So what is first question ki chalo, what is the gravitational force acting on the man? What is the gravitational force? That is the mass into resultant acceleration. This is the resultant acceleration. The mass is 60 kg into 5 root 5 meter per Newton. This is the gravitational force acting on the man. Gravitational force acting on the man. And what is the next question? What is the apparent weight of the man? What is the apparent weight? This gravitational force acting on the man by the acceleration due to gravity, that is 60 into 5 root 5 by 10, 30 root 5. So kg weight, this is the apparent weight acting on the man. This is the apparent weight acting on the man. G is this one, acceleration due to gravity. The car is moving at an acceleration of 5 meter per second square, so the pseudo acceleration is 5 minus 5. This is the resultant acceleration. So resultant acceleration is this one. So the gravitational force acting on the man, that is the mass into resultant acceleration. And what is the apparent weight feeling by the man? That is F by G, acceleration due to gravity, that is at a kg, 35 kg weight. Okay, আমি যখন চ্যাপ্টার করেছিলাম প্রত্যেকটা সাব টপিক্সের প্রবলেম করেছিলাম, এটা ওভারঅল করে দিলাম। প্রি বডি ডায়াগ্রামের প্রবলেম আমরা করেছিলাম। ওকে, ইনক্লাইন প্লেন, ডবল ইনক্লাইন প্লেন, পুলি সিস্টেম, পুলি ব্লক সিস্টেম, কানেক্টিং ব্লক সিস্টেম, ওগুলো তো আমরা করেইছিলাম। ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ।